Hello everybody, NC4XL, North Carolina for Extreme Lovers, Dom. You know me, the darling old man, and I'm not. Let me make some final adjustments and see what we're going to do. Today's topic is great for this time of year. It's called goal setting. So, it's not for me. I've already set mine, and I'm already on the road to making an attempt to accomplish it by the end of the year. Goal setting helps you go in a direction you want, and I'm going to run through some of the awards and the opportunities that you may choose to do it or not to do it. But first thing, whatever you choose to do or do not do, write it on a piece of paper, special piece of paper. Don't just put it in the back of your head and I'll remember it. No, you won't. Too many things go on in our lives that we fail to remember it. People like me who are getting a little older, I got a good memory, it's short, and I forgot where I put it at, but I'll find it eventually. So take the time to write it down. I'll run through these quick. It's going to be a long video, but it'll help you. So if you at least take the time, especially if you're new, there's so many things that are confusing, and I'm going to try to make it easier for you. The goals that you choose, not me, you set them up for CW, you set them up for voice, you set them up for digital, you set them up for QRP, 10 watts or less. You set them up for QRO. Those settings are yours, not mine, not my mom's, not my wife's, or yours. And write it down. That's what I want to do at QRP. That's what I want to do at CW. That's what I want to do on that antenna, that radio. You make that choice. So let's go down some of the different things. Operator to operator. That means working me 50 times, 75 times, 100 times, 200 times, 300 times. Every time you hear me, and I'm going to use me as an example, or I could use James, K8 Papa Zulu November, okay, who's always on there. But every time you hear us, work us, because you're working towards the operator to operator award, okay? Increments of 50 to 100 to 150 to 200 and so forth, and continues infinitely. There are some that have worked James 1,250 times, I think. If you go to the awards page, when you click on the word awards and go to the very bottom of it, you'll find this section. It'll show everybody that you've worked as a hunter or that you worked as an activator 50 times, 100 times, 150 times, and you can watch there too. Okay. Repeat offender award as an activator, as a hunter. Let's see if I can explain that. When I go out to a park and I run that park as an activator 20 times, that's a repeat offender. And I can get a repeat offender for 40 times, 60 times, 80 times, etc. As a hunter, you've worked me, or many like me, at the same parks many times. You got it 20 times also. So you're a repeat offender hunter. Two different awards, but the same award. One for the hunter, one for the activator. So it gives you another goal to shoot for. Kilo. We all know what a kilo is. That'll get you in trouble in jail. No, kilo is 1,000 contacts at a park. As an activator. As an activator only. Hunters don't get a kilo. That becomes a part of the operator to operator or repeat offender. But the kilo goes to the activator for making 1,000 contacts at that park. So that's what we shoot for. You get a kilo one time. I have some parks that I've got 8 kilos at, but it's only 1 kilo because they don't give you an endorsement for the other 7. But I've got over 8,000, 9,000 contacts at one park. Okay? As an activator, that's what you shoot for. You just keep working the parks. Some of us are fortunate to have parks around every corner. Some of us are fortunate enough to have to drive an hour and a half to get to a park. Regardless, work the parks. If you work, and I have this one, it's called the Eagle Stalker, but there's also an Eagle's Nest working 5 parks, 100 QSOs at all 5 parks. I have the Stalker, which is Eagle's Nest, of working 10 parks with 100 QSOs at that park. So there's new levels that none of us that are new are familiar with. We're learning them. We're finding them. How? By ending up there and didn't realize it. Worked all states, very simple. You know that there's 51 in the book for you to work. That is for the hunter and or / activator. DC is a wild card. You can accomplish worked all states with working DC, but not Alaska or Hawaii. Generally, those are the 2 states that are on the list. You can have 49 plus DC and get your worked all states. Many of us, we like to also get the 51st and actually have the last Alaska or Hawaii if that's the case. But for you to get worked all states, you've worked everything except Alaska or Hawaii. You have 49, but you worked DC, you have worked all states. That's how they do it with Parks on the Air. The Canadian provinces, I'm working at. I don't have it yet. I want it yet. When you look at it, it's not considering the territories, but the, I think there's 10 or 13 provinces. Okay, and I lack one, and I'll get it in time if I live long enough. If not, it's okay. Somebody else will get it. But that's another goal to reach or set yourself for. There's a whole bunch of goals we're going to talk about. You pick what you want and go work for it, okay? Some people got goals to make 10,000 contacts in a year. As a hunter, if you're actively on the air, not a problem of reaching 10,000 contacts. If you're an activator such as me, and you go out as often as I do, and I try to go out twice a week, okay? Last year I did 38,000 contacts last year. So set up whatever the number is that's magic for you. It's not for me. I'm just giving you examples. You choose. You set your own vitamins, how you're going to take them. Challenge yourself on a daily activator, 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 different people that you know are activating every day. And make it a point to try to get them in your log. I'll be right up front, KE8PZN. I want him every day in my log. Why? I have no idea. But that's who I want in my log every day. And I try very hard to, whether I'm mobile or out activating a park or laying there by the bed on a happy nappy time, if he's around, I'm going to try to fight the pile up to get him in my log. That's me. Pick whom you wish to chase, and then chase them vigorously. Okay? Let me go down my list. You're going to see on the awards sections where you have hunted parks and some real nice certificates, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 1,000. And then all of a sudden it goes from 1,000 to 1,500. Then it goes from 1,500 to 2,000 and 2,500 and 3,000. And where I'm going with is it goes on, but the more you hunt, the longer it may appear to take. And that appear is probably true. Okay, I'm at 2,600 and some. And I remember when I got to my 2,500, I was at 2,499 waiting for one more park. So it slows down the more you work, because not all the parks are being worked throughout the United States and or Canada and or Dominican Republic and or France and or Germany and many other entities that are out there now. So have fun chasing it. I'm going to give you a rundown of all the different level names of awards, but each one of these that I'm going to give you has a tier. The next movement, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5. So you're going to get the basic Oasis, then you're going to have Fox Den, Bear Cave, Fishing Hole, and then Eagle's Nest. In Eagle's Nest, you have Park Supporter, you have Stalker, and then the Prowler. I'm working on the Prowler. I think that's the next one I'm working on. But there's more levels. A lot of the information I'm sharing with you, if you were to go to the app, go down to the left-hand side and go straight to the very bottom of the page, and this is parksontheair.com. Click on it. When the green screen comes up, click on the words awards, and then scroll down, and a lot of this information is there. If you didn't know it, you do now. I told you, it's up to you to do it, but you could read down. 6-pack, that's for activators and hunters. That's working 10 contacts on 6 meters from 6 parks. That's working 10 contacts on 6 meters from 6 parks. The N1CC, many of us got it. You have to figure out how to manage getting it, because it's not as easy as it sounds. That's a QSO, 10 QSOs from 10 parks on 10 bands. 10 QSOs from 10 parks on 10 bands. It's a challenge. Those are hand-written type awards. They're not automatic. They're sent to you from Jason and the crew via an email. Park to park. Every time I go out and I try to work park to park, 2 things happen. My park to park numbers go up. And the more that I work with park to parks, that number just keeps growing, and I'm at 8,000 and some. But I've been doing it for almost 2 years now, and I do a lot of activating, so those numbers are going to go up for me. But each one of us are different, so look at your park to park numbers. And, well, it's at 300 and some, and you want to get to 700. Make that a goal. Whatever you want to do, but look at it. It's there. Take time to visit this award section and let some of it soak in. Like, I didn't know I could do that, I could get that, and that's why I'm here today, just to share some of it. Support your parks. I went out as a activator, so then I got the hunter because I had enough for an activation, and it gives me the support your parks for this January 2023, and when they get caught up at POTA, then they'll issue each one of us that award. and you have to go look for it. They're not going to be a big flag that says, "Hey, look what you got." No, you got to go look for it. I agree. I look for it every day. I take my vitamin every day. When you're first brand new and you don't realize that every contact you make is helping you achieve a couple levels, you have some basic awards. Okay? Bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and sapphire. Those awards go to activators and go to hunters. Brand new, doesn't make a difference. You work so many people. How many people? The first 10 people you get is going to get you, and their logs are sent, is get you a bronze certificate, 20 a silver certificate, 30 a gold certificate, 40 a platinum certificate, 50 a diamond certificate, and 75 contacts will get you the sapphire. That's the start of your awards, okay? Unique DX. This is where you work parks in foreign countries. I guess it's the easiest way to say it. And the increments for that start off in 5s, 10, 15, 20, and all the way up to 340. So they've already made room for the continual growth in DX contacts in parks. I'm at 20, I think 22, 27, something like that. But anyways, that's something to shoot for. It's another certificate. Rovers, that's where you go out and run 5 parks, 10 parks, 15 parks, 20, 25, 30 in a period of a 24-hour day. And several are attempting it and achieving it. James has completed Support Your Parks Rove of 42 parks in a 24-hour period. Awesome job. There's other awards like working all the parks in one state. Okay, there's several operators as activators are trying to work park to park in every park in a state. So there's many different types of goals. I'm sure you're bored now, but maybe you'll take time to look at your award section and see if there's a possibility you may write down what you think you may want to try for. Remember, your awards is for you. That's what we gain for self. You're not in competition with nobody but yourself. So have fun, enjoy. Remember, November Charlie 4XL Lima, North Carolina for extreme lovers and not just darling old man. 73s, may God bless, have fun.